Hi folks, and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. So before we crack on with the actual guts of this episode, I just want to give you a quick update of what's happening with the breeding program. So we've got these 4 T-Rexes that are behind me, that will look at me as I go back and forth. They have been bred together in a previous episode to give us the best health, stamina, and melee damage stat onto one dino. So they got bred together, and that gave us here what we've got is the original Daddy, Mummy, and Mummy 2, who have all got 8,300, 1,600, and 364. So they've all got the same stat on them. There, there, and there, 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 and there. And then we just started breeding all these together, looking for mutations. So eventually we got a mutated dino, which is over here. This is the breeding lot now. And you can see here, it has 8,800, so it got a mutation in health. Still has the same stamina, still has the same melee damage. We then bred that together, and we got all these 3 together. So we've got a male with 1 health mutation, and then we've got 2 females all with the same 1 health mutation, and get them breeding together. And you can see that as it worked out, that the orange, when you get a mutation, you usually get a random color mutation as well, and you get a little bit extra level. So I think it was 183 over there, and it's now 185. These are all 185, all with the same stats across the whole board, which makes it nice and easy, because when you have a baby, so like if I take a couple of eggs out of here, I built this little breeding station just to give me a bit of room with a generator, a couple of air conditioners, so I can come up here, I can chuck down my eggs, they will go hatch. Right, so that one's 185, same as Mum and Dad, but this one's 187. So that 187, because it's 2 levels higher, has a mutation on it. So we have a look and see. It's got another health mutation, 9,240. Same stamina, same health. So that is, what are you? You're a male with a 2 health mutations on it. You are exactly the same, so actually we don't want you, so we would go unclaim baby. That worked out well. Showed you an actual mutation happening live. So let's have a look. So this one, yeah, male 187. So unfortunately I've already done that. I got another one here that's a male with 2 health mutations on it. So it's got that already. So you then grow that one up. This one has now grown up fully, and then he will replace this one here. So I need to take him out. Oh, we've got there's a baby running about in there somewhere, so tell him stop following. Right, let's get this guy out of the way, because he's no longer required. Let's take the saddle off you. And then we've got this T-Rex that I got yesterday and allowed to grow all the way up, but it would be the same as that one that's just been born. But somebody's still trying to walk about, or you're still trying to... Stop you. That's it. There you go. Right, so we stick you. He's still healing up. We'll put you in here, and we will enable breeding on you. Behavior, enable mating, and he'll start mating with those 2 females, and hopefully we'll get females with 187 on it as well, and then we can start waiting to get more mutations on there, and we'll just keep going until we've got a couple of health and a couple of melee mutations. But that's basically what's going on at the moment. We're at that stage where we've got the one health mutation, we've now got the second one, and we're just keep going. I don't know what we've got colour wise. So it's got the orange underbelly, but I can't actually see it because the thylacoleo is in the way. Green is at the top. Yeah, I can't actually see what other colour. It might be a colour mutation happens to be in a zone that isn't able to be coloured on a T-Rex. It's quite possible that might have happened. But anyway, this one is actually not going to be any use to us because we've already got the male, so we're going to get rid of this one as well. And yeah, we'll just keep that going until we get the females, and then we'll work on the next mutation from there. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for the update, and then I'll cut back when we're ready to start the episode good and proper. Okay, see you very soon. Hello again. Okay, so it has been a few seconds for you, but it has been many, many, many hours for me sitting around here, gathering up eggs, hatching eggs, taking them out, and eventually getting some more mutations. So we're currently sitting on a set of, you can see, 4 health, 1 melee, level 193. So we started at 198, and we've got 4 health mutations. So we can see the base stat now, unimprinted, 0 imprinting, is 10,120. And I think we started off at 8,200. Still got the same stamina at 1,638, and we've got melee damage of 378 now. So that's reasonable. It's still not brilliant. We could do more, but yeah, I've just been so I'm so done with breeding now that I don't want to do anymore. That'll just do as our base stats, and then we'll get them imprinted, which will increase it, and then we'll do some leveling up. Because the problem with it being single player game is that I have to stay here in the area, because if I go and leave the area to go do something else, this area goes into stasis and everything stops, so no eggs get produced at all while I'm away. So I've spent quite a lot of time just AFK, just I'll go away and do something to leave the game running, having to make sure that I eat. Speaking of which, I need to eat and drink just to keep me alive while everything goes on in the background, and then I'll come back, grab the eggs out of here, go and hatch a couple at a time, and then the Thyla will send them off to the farm in the country if they're not what we need. If they are, we grow them up. But I think we're done. We're done with breeding. Just got to use those ones next to breed 19 T-Rexes that are that stats. The problem I have is I now need 2 more dinos to be able to get them up ready for boss. One dino I need is, if I take, this is one of the Rexes that were from the very first batch without any mutations on them at all. I just let one Rex grew up, and I put a couple of levels on it, and you can see it's went from 8,000 up to 28,400, and it's even now has got another 24 levels on it. So it takes so much healing, because what I'm aiming for the boss T-Rexes, I want to get them up to 40,000 HP. So to get up from their 10,000 base stat up to 40,000, that's a lot of healing, and it takes a long time to do it. So what I want to do is I want to get a Daedon, and the Daedon are those kind of like pig sort of creatures that do like a passive AoE heal. So you can just plonk one of them in the middle of all your dinos, set it to go healing, and it'll go and heal all the other dinos. It'll use a lot of food to do that, so we'll need to keep it full of meat, but it'll be able to heal our dinos pretty quick, which will be handy for the ones that are leveling up, just to get them get their health up. And also in between boss fights, the ones that get damaged, we'll need to get them healed back up again. So we need to get one of them, and we also need to get the Yutyrannus, because the Yutyrannus does the courage roar that will boost the stats of all the T-Rexes. So the 20 dinos that you can take into a boss fight, I will ride one Yutyrannus, and I'll use that to buff the 19 battle T-Rexes and make them much stronger and do much more damage. So we need to go and get ourselves a Yutyrannus, which is such a pain to tame because of the fear roar that they do. And we also need to get a Daedon. So you will know what happened by the name of this video and the thumbnail, but as of this point in time, I don't know what we're going to manage to get. But I'm certainly going to attempt to get a Yutyrannus, and if we struggle to get one, we will get a Daedon because they're easier to get. The problem with the Yutyrannus, like I said, is the fear roar, and one of the creatures that's immune to the fear roar is the T-Rex, which is what this guy is for. So the idea is we'll find one, we'll build a trap, and I will ride this guy because he won't get feared away like the Argentavis will, and try and get it to get trapped in our trap, and then we can knock it out and tame it. Because the other issue with them trying to tame them without a trap is they're really, really fast. And when they start running, it's hard to catch them, and they're in a dangerous area, so it's a bit of a nightmare. So if we can get them trapped, that'll be perfect. So what we'll need to do, what have you got on you? Right, we don't need that. We'll drop that. Let's give you a couple more. Let's just bump you up to 41,000. There we go. You can start slowly healing. So we're going to need, let's take 3 of them. 1 to put our T-Rex in, and hopefully 1 to get a Daedon and 1 for a Yutyrannus to bring him back. There we go. We also need our trap, which is not in there. I think it's in here. Right, so I think that's enough stuff to make a 3x3 trap. I think I've worked that out right. I'll put that on you. We'll need our fur armor because it'll be up in the cold. Oh, and something else I need to show you is while I was hanging about, let's chuck that on the ground, just over there in the river, I just was flying over to get some fish meat. Not flying over, sorry. I took the baryonyx over to get some fish meat, and this guy came wandering out of the water. So I came back, grabbed it with the Argentavis and took it in here, and you kill a fish and drag the fish and you feed it, you kind of hand feed it a fish to tame. And we got ourselves a little otter. Now, apart from being the cutest creature in Ark, it has some very good uses. Because one thing it can do, it is the only creature in Ark that can hold 2 of the same artifact. So if I take an artifact, I can carry that, but I can't take a second one. And no other creature can hold more than 1 at a time. But these guys can hold as many as they've got the weight to carry. But the other thing is, if I show you my stats at the moment, I've got 287 hypothermal and 37 hyperthermal. If I then pick him up and he goes around my neck, that's gone up to 539 and 158. So he can keep you either warm in the cold or cold in the hot just by having him around your neck. And weirdly, if you level up melee damage on them, that increases that effect. So if I put, let's put all the levels in there, and then pick them up again, up to 715 and 735 and 244 now. So he'll be able to help us survive. Unfortunately, also if you check his health, they have very low health, so they're very, very prone to dying. So you have to be very careful with them, but they're really good for helping you out in the cold. Let's just get the artifacts out of their inventory. I can only carry one, of course. Put it in that box. Get that one out of there, and we'll put it in that box for just now. There we go. Right, and the other thing we'll need, of course, is a ton of tranquilizer darts. I think we're okay. Let's just take a little bit more. There we go, 50 of them. That'll do. Right, so we've got our T-Rex, we've got our taming trap, we've got our armour. Oh no, one more thing to show you. I'm not sure if it's still on, but we did have the Winter Wonderland event happen over the course of the Christmas period. And what happens in Ark there is Raptor Claus comes to visit. And at midnight, every night, somewhere on the map, usually down the left-hand side, the east coast of the map, sorry, Raptor Claus appears with a raptor with a Santa Claus hat on, in his sleigh, flies across the map. And as he goes across the map, he drops presents, which are large, like supply drops. And you can go and collect those presents, and inside them you get some very nice goodies. So, in my extra chest that I've built here, here's all the goodies that I've got from Raptor Claus. So we've got a ton of chibis. What's that? Kentros, T-Rexes, Methopithecus, Thylacoleo, Dire Bear, Gallimimus, Moss Chops, Glowtail, which is something that isn't on this map, needs Aberration, so you need Aberration to be able to equip it. Megalodon and Karkanos, which is also another Aberration. We've got some other bits and bobs, and then we've got swords, saddles, guns, blueprints, lots of ghillie armor blueprints, chitin armor, riot armor, saddles, including saddles for snow owls and gas bags that aren't on this map, and then a few Christmas items, a few more cryopods. I guess I could put them all in the cryo fridge. But yeah, one of those items we got, it's not great, but it's a 130% gun, which is better than the 100% gun that we've got. So let me put that gun in here. So it just means that we've got a slightly better long neck rifle for knocking out these creatures. No, I wanted to put them in the cryo fridge. Okay, right, so that's everything I needed to show you. So now I need to fly up to the north, hopefully when it comes daylight, and we'll go Yutyrannus hunting. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so this has worked out quite nicely. So if I get the map out, I flew up from the base here, I flew up here to the edge of the snow area, and I went, right, there's hundreds of Yutyrannus all along here. But they were all like level 12, 16, 60. But I come all the way over here, right over to next to Mosh Pit, and just over, oh, it's actually disappeared around the corner now. There, oh, is an almost dead 112. Please don't die. I can I don't want you to scare my RG away. My problem is I've built my trap just over there, but there's a Alpha Carno in the way. So we're going to have to clear that Alpha Carno first, and then we're going to have to try and get this. Okay, so I think he got the Daedon. Keep going that way. Right. So let's go and get the Alpha Carno first. Clear. Is that a Daedon over there as well? Which will heal everything. Yep, and it's mate boosted, or alpha boosted even. So let's. Can you pick these guys up? You can. Oh, that's okay. That'll make taming one of them easier. Right. What level are you? Things have respawned over there. I've just cleared that area. Don't want to get knocked into the water, because then I'll get dismounted. Carnos are pretty easy, because you can just kind of stay above them. This one's very good. There you go. Down already. Stay above them and just peck away at them. Right, the question is, do I use the T-Rex to go and lure it? I think I should. Give me some of your meat. And then I'll put you in there. There we go. Give you the meat. Heal up. And let's go and see if we can get it over here. Can we get through here? We can. Right, there it is. How does it look now? Still pretty bloody looking. But we can deal with that as long as we can get in the trap. And we can get rid of these Carnos as well. Alright. So what we need to do is just get it, kite it back to the... Problem is it's much faster than us. As long as it keeps munching away at us, that should keep its attention. See the trap now. The problem is how we're going to get it in the trap. I'd like to have got some distance on it first. We've got so much health, we'll probably be okay to be in the trap with it. Let's try and do it diagonally. Did it go in? No, it didn't. Try again. Oh, I can't move because it's right up me. Can I roll it in? No. Let's try again. Oh, it's stuck in the water. Come on. No, come after me. Not another one of these. Oh, there's a Parlovia over there. Let's make sure we get that before it goes in the ground. It'll jump out of the ground and dismount you. Right. Come. Sarco as well. Oh, I'm stuck. Eutharium. Get around here. Oh, the turning radius of a T-Rex is just unbelievable. Come on, just want a straight run in. I want to just get both of us in the trap. Can't turn round because he's nudging us so much. Right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, I'm lined up now. Don't go after them, come after me. That's it. Right. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Okay, this is not good. I'm in the trap, he's not. Don't eat him. This is going to be a problem. What's going to happen here? Can't get headshots on him. Ooh, that hurt me. Right, can I get you? Oh, I need another. Take some meat. Let's get out of the trap. Right, now you've got to come with me. Go on, go on, go on. No. I guess the trap's too big to get us both in at the same time. Oh, it's in. Right. Question is, can I get you in the trap without you eating me? Or in the... Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Got it. Right, which one? Oh, I've still got a... Oh no, I'm alone in... I've got res sickness if I get anything out in the next wee while. So hopefully nothing nasty is going to come along in the next 107 seconds. Yeah, I just hate taming these guys because it's so hard to get them in a trap, and if they start running, you see how quick they are. They just disappear, and they're running through really dangerous areas. Sure, I should have probably checked. There's probably some clever ways to catch these guys out there on YouTube, but we've got them in the trap. 35 seconds. I just need to get Margin Davis out just so to protect me. Get you down. So we've got the 130%. Right, so 7. Make sure you're on neutral. Yeah, so he's not going to attack anybody. Okay, I'm feeling better now. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Not sure how many darts I'm going to need to get this guy out. And I had, was that 125 I took with me? That's 25. Get closer to the RG just in case something nasty appears. I had actually cleared this whole area out for building the trap, and by the time we went and got them, that various other creatures arrived. The Calicovariums and the Sarco and whatnot had all respawned or appeared from another area. But yeah, this is going to be anything over 100 is what I was looking for, so 112 this will do. What we'll want to do is level stamina on these guys, because it uses stamina to do the roars. It's not going to really do any fighting. I'm hopefully got to stand at the back, direct the T-Rexes in on this guy and just buff them. Keep them buffed for the whole fight. And then they should take reduced damage, and they should do significantly more damage. Come on, Yuti, go out. He's not really attacking, I can't even tell whether he's running. He's also a bit bloody as well. In fact, I think what I might do, I might just pause there, I might just go and get him some food. There's that. What is that over there? Megaceros? Right, so we'll just come over. It also gives some of that trank a time for all the dots to tick in. And go over here and oh, just missed it. And do you want to eat that? There's another one. Oh, missed. No, it doesn't really want to eat it. That's a shame. Alright, let's hope we don't kill this guy. A bit slower now. I think the idea is that you get the initial hit of torpidity and then you get and it's down. Oh, he's got 794 health left. Right, well, they use what's it called? Extraordinary kibble. And to make extraordinary kibble, of course, you need Yutyrannus. So I don't have any of that, so we're just going to use prime meat. So Now, in fact, one thing I will do is I'll take the ramp away just in case anything does spawn and runs up that ramp and attacks it. Because although it's hanging out the bottom there, I don't think it is actually attackable, but we'll try and keep everything away as much as we can anyway. Alright, you have that meat. Let's drop all that rubbish. We'll drop that. We've got another bow from that Alpha Carno, which we don't need. Oh, and if you notice, I'm just wearing my leather armor and I have my otter, and I'm not cold in the slightest. Right, there's a mammoth. He'll have prime meat on him. Hello. Four. Don't think you have prime meat. Daedons, what level are you? 44. So one over here somewhere. Oh, I'm starving. $16. Rubbish. Right. Come on, need prime meat. Argentavis, they have prime meat. Right in the Carno. Oh, there's an alpha there. They'll have loads of prime meat. Hello. Uh-oh. There's also a Yutyrannus somewhere. At least we're flying up in the air and away, and we've got plenty of stamina. Whoa, wiggly wiggly sideways. Okay, we're back, we're back. Oh, there's a Yutyrannus right there. Right, let's get our stamina back just in case that happens again. Are you coming for me? Oh, you are. Keep you away from the Yutyrannus, that will be handy. This one's a much higher level than that previous one. I hear a roar behind me. Another alpha over there, so we're boosting each other out. We've got 76. Loads of prime meat. That'll do. Right, I'll fly back and I'll get this guy fed and I'll bring you back when he's about to get up. Okay, see you very soon. Right, we should be pretty close now, so let's take a stack of meat and take a stack of prime meat. I've just been starving it out, so I think it's pretty close to being ready. So let's just put all this on here. And there it goes. Oh, I'm stuck inside it. So come out at 167. So it's got 6,160 health. It's got 1,680 stamina, which we'll have to boost up. 730 weight and 322 melee damage, but we don't really care about that. We'll want to get some levels on health just to give it a bit more health in case we do get attacked, and then put all the rest in stamina. That's how we'll be leveling this boy up. So let's get it in the I suppose I could take this with me. Let's just shut it down. I'll tidy this up, and I will fly back to base and we'll get a saddle on it and we'll give you a little demo of the Yutyrannus. Okay, let's see you very shortly. Okay, welcome back. We are back home again. Our T-Rex is parked over in the corner, back healing up after putting all that health on him. And also he took a bit of a beating as well. And oh, there is our Yutyrannus. His tail is now right in the way. Let's get him to move forward a bit. Some size. Right, first of all, let's get a saddle. So let's learn the saddle first. Yutyrannus, level 80, needs fiber, hide, metal ingot, and silica pearl. So it's not that expensive. I've got some silica pearls in here. So 124, 125. Is that presumably made in the smithy? Saddles. There it is. Let's put that in. Let's pull the other items in that we need and get that crafting. There we go. Alright. So we saddle them up. You can see it says auto courage off, so you can set them to do their courage roar automatically, but it's a bit rough because they basically will spend their time just doing that and then they'll be out of stamina in no time at all. So left click is the normal bite attack, right click, that is the, oh, what do you call it? Intimidate roar or something like that, the one that makes you run away in fear. We'll go outside and show us. I don't know if you have to be following. And then the C attack. There you go. You see the circle, and then we do it again. The yellow bit inside the green circle, make it go up. And then once more. Oh, no, we'll have to do it 4 times to get it all the way up because it's going down so quick. Oh, didn't complete it. But they've got that yellow buff, which means they get an extra buff to their damage, and also it gives them a defense buff, so they take less damage. Let's pop out here and see. Right, let's right click. There we go. It gets the purple thing, and it'll run away in fear. Let's take you guys on. 177 damage. Massive. How much do we get? Oh, we get a decent amount for each level. So like I say, we'll get that up to maybe 10,000, and then we'll just put everything else into stamina. Give us as much stamina as possible. Oh, you come in as well. Yeah, there we go. 1 Yutyrannus, so that's one more dino that we need for our boss battle squad. So all we need left to do now, obviously, we need to hatch, grow and imprint the 19 T-Rexes from our mutated squad that we've got there. But all we'll need now is a Daedon to help heal them up, both while we're leveling and also while we're in between battles. maybe next episode, that's going to be a lot easier because obviously you can just pick it up with the RG. So we can just head up, find the one we want, grab it with the RG, take it, drop it in a trap, knock it out, sorted. And then we just put it beside a feeding trough so it's got lots of food, switch on its healing, and it'll just go healing everybody up. No problem at all. Okay, that will do for today. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a bit of an episode with it's taken me weeks to make this episode with all the breeding that we've had to do at the beginning that only ended up taking up a few minutes of the video. And then we had a bit of a hassle getting this boy into his trap, but once we got him in the trap, we've got him tamed up and we've now got a decent level Yutyrannus that we can take into the boss fight. So we're one step closer. Okay, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.